pivotal though, because you're not getting contested in the lane. Ezreal and Karma is not the kind of lane that can just pile on towards the Jinx, and even if they do, there's Polymorph, there's shielding, you can even go exhaust.
The early game Nuclear now stepping up. This is very aggressive. They're going to try to follow up. They're going to go for it. Huge aggression. But again, Gilius 2 charges of Smite means he has enough health, not quite to survive. The OG
Gilius could be invading the blue buff right now, but he's just not in right position. So SK, they're not able to trade this off anyway.
Yeah, and you can see XP advantage for XMADI right
Nuclear. You can see they're going. They got solid vision here in River. 3 pink wards as well. So Realm Warp comes out.
It's the bait and switch. They expected him to be going for Herald, but no, they're going bot lane. Limit is going to get taken down. Jezu now dashing out to safety.
Start moving around as a unit. Syncroft, Nuclear. Oh, Nuclear, you need to be careful though.
But that's the phase rush. He just walks away. They don't have any hard CC. They can't lock him down. Syncroft now going in. Ezreal out from downtown. Limit going to take
of Nuclear, and we're in the 5Ks here, baby. So, opening up this mid lane turret is just going to make matters worse from the side of SK, because every time you're pushed in, you're said, hey, if you want your blue buff, you're going to have to fight for it. Then when they came to fight for it, they were forced out of their mid lane. There's no way for them to get if you want to look towards playoffs now. Treach, Jezu are moving up towards this mid lane too, so maybe they can find a fight.
Coming in, Wild Growth, now they're going to turn, but no damage going on to Syncroft again. Xin Zhao ult, is it balanced? It's just that when you're behind, it makes it very hard to find picks, and picks are usually the easiest way to come back in a game where you're behind. That said, GenX has to be careful. Luckily, Graves' wave clear is ludicrous, so he's going to be fine on that one. But you can already see Nuclear does big damage. He doesn't give a damn about that smoke screen. Minion line might not protect GenX for much longer as the Ghost comes out. GenX isn't going to be the solo bolo. Killeen flash away on the cube, but the point and click makes it easy. Solo kill for Nuclear.
Yeah, Nuclear has definitely been stepping up this week. He's been doing a phenomenal job in the mid lane fight. Continues.
Big damage coming in. That's the Realm Warp coming into the backside as well. Gilius going forward. Ryan's going to go into the midst of the fight. They're going to take down Treats. And it looks like they're going to get a little bit more as well. Gilius running.
And it goes wide. Once again, Drake will get picked up though, and
Matty is level 12. He has 2 items. He gets to ult and Q every wave before Jinx even gets to auto-attack the responding wave. Jezu can't walk forward. Treats can't walk forward. No one can walk.
Take a look at SK. As you just said, they haven't evolved. It just seems like 5 players playing in a game together where they struggle to find a win condition together.
And it's hard. Gilius falling behind in the early game certainly cost him a lot, but Adam getting caught out, that's big, that's a start. This could be the fight that they're looking for. Gilius now running forward. Syncroft trying to get a little bit more space with the ultimate. Nuclear is still incredibly powerful. SK have to be careful not to overstep here. Good damage on a Syncroft. SK smell a little bit of blood in the water, but they can't get too greedy. That Rise is very strong.
Seems like they're just going to be backing out of this one. They can get the
SK slowly fighting back here. SK don't mind if they fight for the pinch, but you can see the minions on the bottom side are doing a ton of work. SK caught between a rock and a hard place. They can stick around and contest this objective, but they're going to keep losing by being in the area. Losing these little things like the waves that are barreling in on the bottom side of the map. Eventually, maybe even an inhibitor, but you can see Certus in the meantime is getting lots of poke down. Adam missing these shock blasts means overall positive health trades until XMADI leaps forward. Realm Warp now coming in. Jezu looking to be the one isolated. Treats now the one in trouble, leaping backwards. He's going to polymorph one, but he can't polymorph both. That's Syncroft ulti coming out. Gilius looking to fire back. Gravity Field buys a bit of space. GenX trying to lay some damage down, but XMADI stepping forward. Victor damage enough to bully BDS.
The one. Matty has the arcane or the ultimate though if he wants to try and snipe up Gilius in the base. Looks like he's just going to be recalling.
Incredibly clean game from BDS. We're 2 kills, I think a tower away from a perfect game.
Gilius doesn't have ultimate.
Gilius.
Goodbye.
Okay, that was really bad. I think that's the theory there, but ultimately that tells you right now as the audience the desperation that's coming through, the death ray Matty, but feels like we are now just waiting on the BDS victory lap. Slow, steady.
SK haven't played this game.
Yeah.
Like they've not been given the chance by BDS, but they've also not pulled the trigger either.
Important win for them again, being at 3 and 4. Excel will have to see how they fare against Astralis later today. If Astralis find the upset, BDS will push themselves above Excel into the running with so many other teams fighting for playoff spots. A lot can change in a single week here, especially when it is best of 1. But for right now, it looks like SK are down for the count. Surely the referee is just counting 1, 2, all the way to 10. And it's just a matter of whether or not SK can stand up and kill everybody. And that's great, but that is actually not how League of Legends works. So sadly, no matter how good SK push their buttons, they just don't have the right buttons to do anything in this context.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to create a mistake where you're stepping forward to the chompers as well. Maybe Jezu finding it with 3 items on the Jinx now, but even then, you got this Insao ultimate. You got the poke coming out from the Jays and the Ezreal. They're just arcane shifting forward.
Syncroft going in. Goodbye to the AD carry. That's 1 damage source gone. Super Minion Wave coming in as well. One tower going to fall on Nuclear, just standing on the front line. 4 members of SK just walking back into the fountain. Maybe they get a kill on a Nuclear, and he steps back into the Graves damage. He's going to survive for now. Nexus going to fall. BDS up to 3 and 4. SK down to 2 and 6. A clean win from the side of BDS.
You need to find that proactivity in the early game. XL responding back with some disengage in the Lulu, something to defend the Jinx.
I like to see it. Some solid to carry through when he has a champion that can't really do a lot on its own.
Let's have a look on the top side though. Macoon still haven't farmed the Croc, still haven't gone for the Scuttle. Finn stacked up a raid for your White Knight. Can you outplay this one?
Split call on the bottom side. Looks like we're going to see something as well. Patrick might overstep. Good damage going into Finn. Finn incredibly low. Marcoon has to be careful about this one. White Knight trying to make his way out. Tower shot going in. Marcoon, is he still going to go for it? Is he still going to fish for it? White Knight still standing. E in, leap out, just barely survive. Wave crashing in at the same time, and Kami goes down! Oh, everything just went for
Wave now, and they back off because they know Sansara is out of the map. So they lay down the defensive vision. Patrick?
Walks away. Zanzara going to get the knock up here. Bubble's going to come down. Good chain CC. Kabi dashing in, getting some good damage down. Patrick just going to drop. Kill goes over to Zanzara. They need in terms of recall timing, and Zanzara waiting in the darkness. His creativity, something that we know for. He's going to try to run out here. Phase Rush proxy leaping out to safety. Zinzao can't get in range. It's going to be big, but still he manages to hit with the wind. Becomes lightning. The follow-up is clean, and that's going to be a kill on the top side for Astralis.
And there we have it. Finally some creativity out from Sansara as well. Just waiting around the alcove. A little bit cheesy, but either way they get something. But on the other side of the map, once again, you just get more. They pick up the Drake. Rift Herald is up. Patrick's just going to be farming 5 plates for himself.
Nuke Duck trying to zoom out there with the Predator boots, can lay down the baby cage, but is waiting for now as Mickey comes in to back him up. Dayor going in, but is going to get stunned in the meantime. Now Mickey looks like he is going to be sacrificed. The flash over, back into enemy territory. It's creative, but Marcoon is on the way.
They don't care about the Drake anymore. They know they're coming ahead. They know they're taking care of the objectives, and with the mid lane going down, that's going to give you some more pressure to play around the top side now as well.
To keep your mind on.
Yeah, and I wonder how aggressive XL want to get now, because they actually have room to get a little bit aggressive if we take a look at the minimap. Because
Kabe up at the start of the fight, there's no gold difference. That said, Dayor mispositioned, going to get kicked right back. More than enough burst damage to take him out there. You can see Finn not even bothering for Dayor, and we're approaching the end of the mid-game stage. His second items, third items are going to start coming through, and Patrick just laying so much damage down on the Zanzara. The fact that Zin is half health before even any fight kicks off. They're just A-ramming in the mid lane, but Patrick is very good at A-ram.
Get the push in level 1. You still got pushed out by Jinx and Lulu. You got crashed on. So that early win condition you had no longer worked.
2.5 items for that Jinx. Finn's sitting comfortably on the top side. Finn about to get cheesed. Imperial Mandate coming through, and that will be enough. 5 in your favor, but luckily they're there, and they're going to start breaking down these towers as well.
But surely you just start up Baron now from the side of XL.
Is coming in. This could be the game-deciding fight. Keep your eyes on Kabe and the Culling. The tidal wave can come out as well. 3K getting lower. XL are focused on this objective. Zanzara looking to come over the wall. Can they knock him out? He goes in. Zanzara stole it! How many times are Barons gonna get stolen this weekend? Dayor in the middle of the entire team. Zanzara in the middle of the entire team. XL, they might win the fight, but they've lost the Baron. The stun coming through. They're gonna get a little bit back for this, but a miracle steal for Astralis. And now they're only there. You said it. There's too many resources committed bot side. Astralis super late there, but because Astralis can respond, because they do have TPs, it becomes a 50-50. Marcoon looking to make up for the earlier mistakes. And a clean kick might just do it. Enemy jungler now dead. XL taking control, denying any advantage.
Astralis is able to teach, because they're still lacking in the item department. Copy is 1 item down to Patrick right now. Arguably, he's halfway there, but it's not giving you enough, and now Dayor.
Big shutdowns, and you can see 3 items under his belt. 1v1, he is a powerhouse, but he's going to need some support in these team fights if Astralis want to come out on top.
And I'm not going to say XL is losing this one, but I will say his former teammates. That's another storyline for you right there.
One man had wrists, the other man was Mickey X. Now we'll see what else is going to happen. XL potentially caught out here. White Knight doing some big damage. Dayor not coming in. That's a massive fear. The LEC going to get taken out before the fight even starts. And Astralis have found potentially an avenue
back to the game.
Eyes on Patrick. Eyes on Patrick. Dayor has the reset on the Doom. He can get the fear out if he can find the target, but Patrick remains untouched. Big damage coming in. Bye, he says, but Zanzara moves up to body block. It'll cost him his own life. That's the reset. Powder's getting excited, baby. And Dayor, no, just barely dodging the zap, will be able to walk away. XL now moving down the top lane, looking to knock down these towers.
Okay, it did not fully happen. XL, they managed to prevail. They traded 1-for-1, but they still have the pressure, and because of that, with 3rd item on the side of XL, Patrick just finished off with 4th item, and with red buff on the Jinx, he can just run down Sansara.
Marcoon going in. That's a kickback. Zanzara now in the middle of the team. Ulti's actually going to get him a decent amount of space there, but not nearly enough. Nuke Duck now on a rampage. Right back into control, and the bad news is Ocean Soul is on the table for XL. while this Baron buff is active. Hide in the jungle, we're just gonna walk into your base, so
okay,
they
so
might
they're gonna
get
start
this
up the trade
Ocean
now.
back, but they're gonna lose 2 inhibitors for it. I'm not gonna call that the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, but that's not a good deal.
Let's be real though, XL, they pick up the Ocean Soul, they'll probably push in on the inhibitor turrets afterwards anyway. Down towards the bot lane.
Oh, Dayor burning the Doom. He has no more fear for a few more seconds. Finn just keeps pushing forward. White Knight's on the backside, but that's the 3rd inhibitor gone. They can collapse onto a level 18 Finn, but I don't think that's a good idea. Finn's just going to one-shot Zanzara. Zanzara has managed just to ult in time, but he just has to run for the hills. White Knight now coming through. Nuke Duck on a rampage. Astralis running for their lives. Marcoon going in. He's going to get feared. He's going to get locked up, but he buys enough time with that stopwatch there to walk it out. Kabe throwing down the culling. But Astralis are dead to rights. Dayor gets one more fear to come out. The lockdown will not work. The rocket goes in. He flashes right into it. Patrick on a rampage. Excel eviscerating Astralis. Moving up to 3 and 4.
It's just great gameplay once again from XL. They had that little iffy with the Baron, as is tradition for XL. But outside of that...
And looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. So, yeah, the engage comes out from the bot lane for both sides, but seeing a return to Nidalee, I feel like I did 69. Very nice, very nice. A bit of engage in the bot lane.
There's the Guardian. You see, Unforgiven doesn't take too much damage. Neon flashing away from the knock-up. Unforgiven low here. Cleanses away the Ignite. Neon still ticking. Doesn't have heal. Unforgiven will go down first. Neon gets excited, runs away. Kaiser looks for the chase. One more flash. The auto. It's just not enough range. Buff it, Riot. That's what Rakan needs. More range on his auto attacks. Kaiser would be thanking you in the early game, what Misfits wanted to do in the early game compared to Draft. We said Mad Lions really wanted to try and shut down Hirit in the top lane. They haven't managed to do that as of yet. Hirit, you know, a few CS up, about a wave or so as Armut continues to push forward into him. Elioya hasn't found a gank path up here as of yet, but Armut might just be able to kill off Hirit, but nope. No. Needle's too strong, Armut. We can get some control on your bottom side and take away this drag.
It's a concept that many solo queue League of Legends, because I didn't mean to say situation there, I apologize. That was an accident.
That was so high tier! I didn't even notice that!
Yeah.
Wow, situation! Guys is gonna get the knock up here. Mercer's got a bit too deep with the quickness coming in. Yeah, that was greedy from Mercer.
Dragon is spawning in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. This will be something that I'd like to see Misfits control.
Engage here from Kaiser, very deep. Dragon's Rage kick back, he's going to battle dance, but he's just locked out by Neon. Super Mega Death Rocket does exactly that. Elioya forced under the tower. Rift Herald will get a charge in. Elioya will get the gold for those plays, but no one else will. You see that fat 320 over his head as he collects his own pocket of gold, and Misfits able to find another.
Surprisingly, that we have not seen much of an early game from the Mad Lions.
Yep.
We will see, finally, some engagement in the top.
Hirit doesn't have flash, but he does have a blast cone. Kaiser's going to pop it. Smart play from the support there, but Hirit's just winning! Snip, snip, mother flippers! Hirit is very willing to take that fight. Rika coming up, though. Kaiser's going to flash forward, battle dance his way in, and Rika will secure the kill.
Numbers down. Maybe much harder for Misfits to actually contest his objective. Schlatan's going to realize his red buff has been stolen. Good awareness by Elioya there. And Mad now using the numbers advantage that they have to just threaten the enemy jungle, steal as much as they can.
Hirit doesn't have TP when he's up, but the engage comes out. 3v2 so far. VTO on the flank. Solar Flare misses. Super Mega Death Rocket will not find his mark, but already Kaiser's down. Rika getting chased out as well, and VTO is hungry for blood. Elioya is going to jump forward. VTO executes them both. It's a double for Schlatan. One for VTO. Armut joins the fray, but immediately dashes away.
Very nicely done from Misfits, and that was just Mad overstaying their welcome. They wanted to continue
quickness available for Kaiser as well. Schlatan should be able to smite this. Just secures the Rift Herald before Kaiser can dash in. Flash, Tender Corruption. Schlatan the target. Hirit will just run away from this one. The shutdown goes over to the Rift Herald yet. Armut pops the Dominus. They can just wait this one out. Armut will try and clear out the way. There's the Rift Herald going down now, and Armut goes in with the Cull of the Meat. VTO lands the Shuriken. Armut kicked back. Armut stunned up. Armut's still alive, though, underneath the tower. It will now die. Super Mega Death Rocket finds its mark, and Hirit takes the kill. 1-for-1 trade so far as VTO continues to rampage forward. Another Shuriken lands, and VTO once again helps another player get a double kill. Neon, though, jumping forward with Gale Force. Unforgiven just shuts him out, shuts him down. Schlatan will answer. A 1-for-1 trade on the bottom side of the...
Oh, hang on, fight.
Solar Flare, Kaiser pops the quickness, kick back into Mercer, and Kaiser's just stun locked, tries to dash away, but cannot escape.
And everything looking great for Misfits.
In a very strong position.
Cheaper Mythics as well. So Interesting tidbit there from, again, Diamond 1, Makan. Expert over here, medic.
See, here's the thing. Last time I did this with Leona, everyone was like, please stop talking about your Leona roommate. You're the one talking about it now, and Unforgiven's the one getting caught out. That's enough damage from Misfits. Good play from Zlatan. Flash, ward jump, kick. Makes it pretty easy to catch out the AD carry.
I'm just proud of you, buddy. You know, I think it's important to acknowledge your achievements. And considering how miserable solo queue is for me, let's enjoy your solo queue experiences. As Elyoya is now trapped. I think he should be fine, though. Is able to sidestep that one. Is that? Oh, yeah.
Flank position. Rika coming in as well with a TP of his own. He went to mid. There's a pincer movement here for the Mad Lions, but their pride on the line, they cannot get into the Baron pit, and it's taken by Misfits. Rika now caught out down towards the bottom side, and Mercer just able to survive. Kaiser will take him in the end. Rika down, Mercer still surviving. Zlatan's going to chase him off towards the bottom. Unforgiven forced out, BTO dashing in. 3 quick kills over to Misfits, and Mad Lions just do not have an answer.
Misfits are just dominating in this game from start to finish. It has just been the Misfits show. They have been outplaying Mad in the laning phase. They've been outplaying them on the map, and they have been outplaying them in the team fights. This is a massive game for Misfits. As we are looking to close out week 3, they'll tie the score in the standings alongside Mad Lions as they secure and go for another fight.
Amit once again stepping forward onto him, but this hasn't worked out too well for you in the past. And the healing is absurd. Elyoya pops the stopwatch. Neon waiting for a second is charmed up with the quickness. Zlatan on his way as well. Neon dashing away from the pounce. Elyoya dashes back towards his inhibitor. Zlatan joins for a single Q, doesn't hit it. Everfrost can do a lot of work on Makan, but to pull you out of this hole, you need a whole lot of rope if you are Mad Lions.
Push, and then on the way out, they can actually go for the Drake. Mercer forced a flash there. As Mad, they're looking for something.
Minions should do enough work here for Misfits. Here it dashes back in with the skip and slash and snip. Zlatan is nowhere near this. Elyoya could quite easily steal this, but Zlatan might just look for the kick on Rika. Straight into the waiting arms of VTO. They wait it out, they get the kill, they get the dragon as well. Mad Lions didn't have the vision.
Squads replacing Vander as an ultimate comes through.
Oh, Rika, he had flash, he could have got away, he uses it just way too late. Zlatan charmed up, but Kaiser next on the chopping block. Double kill for VTO. Elyoya pops a stopwatch, but soon he will be the one going pop, forced underneath his inhibitor tower. Instead, Zlatan decides to focus on Unforgiven. Forces him back to the fountain, and Armut and Elyoya, 2 vestiges of Mad Lions run in 2021. The last 2 standing here against the Misfits. Look for the stun on Neon, even underneath the tower. He cannot die. BTO's godlike, Misfits exactly the same. They get the ace and the Nexus will follow shortly after. A dominant win by the Rabbits.
Impressive win by Misfits. Just goes to show how deep his champion pool is, but you know that he's going to look to gank. That is the trend that you talked about, Medic. It is something that he's been doing a lot of. He was extremely proactive in their game against Fnatic. Vitality to heavily play through the mid lane. We haven't seen any ganks from Selfmade just yet. It's just been trading of camps across the board. Comp and Kazi.
Yeah, Kazi puts down the flame spitters, but it's just not going to be enough. Comp should just be able to kill this one off. Malwang's coming in for the chase as well. Kazi tries to put the damage down, but can't flash. It was K divided by D. That is kills divided by deaths, so they're getting 1.5 kills for every death that they have in the early game as well, and there's another death for them. No kills yet, but Perks just
rank. Something that he said in an interview was that with Inspired, he felt like that they had to flash in.
Flay, Hook's already down, Larsen's down as well though.
Vitality. I don't think he ever did with Inspired in the past, and that's why we've been seeing so much more of this proactive ganking style rogue compared to what we saw last year, which was a lot more about lane control. But now Marang's looking for another gank.
Afari does have the flash, but doesn't dodge away from the Forge God himself. Odoamne takes the kill.
The Brittle passive with his W, flash to proc it to more alive to land the ult, and now Perks has found a support.
1 chain, 1 kill. That's the life of...
That's a good one. Yeah. Glad you like that. So now the Dragon being started up by Selfmade. Off the back of getting that small numbers advantage and the pride.
He focuses on harassing Kazi. Hex flash, there's a lantern, there's a Selfmade. And Trimby's going to pull a Houdini because once again he will disappear. Perks too good at moving around to the same degree as LeBlanc. First tower of the game. There's the root though, and Malrang's on the chase. The tower not quite dead yet. Comp will take it. Mana for ace in the hole. Just enough. Malrang once again gets...
Because, you know, both of them are gods of the Freljord.
Trimby. Well, Perks just flashed the binding. And Trimby pays for it with his position, didn't realize he was on vision, and now we're going to see a fight in the top lane and a fight in the mid. Perk stashing forward onto Larssen, meanwhile on the top side, Malrang goes in with a Stormbringer, actually dashes out with it. Larssen caught out with Alfari, he'll take the kill. Kazi stepping in, rooted on the spot, stepped on a trap, and Selfmade's here waiting for the kill. Wind becomes lightning, and Volibear goes back to the fountain.
And just like that, Vitality have woken up. That 2k gold gap has disappeared as they find picks across the board. Perks flashing over the binding, finding another pick onto Larssen. Selfmade is looking for blood.
LeBron has Lantern here, so Vitality can get Selfmade out of here. Just wanted a little bit more of a trade. Mid lane tower goes down. Call of the Forge God used as well, and there's a blast cone for Comp. Hook onto the Rift Herald will pull LeBron into the waiting arms of Comp. Selfmade tries to trade it back. Trimby realizes he didn't need to be involved anymore.
For many, this is also a proving opportunity for them. If they can take down the undefeated team in the LEC, it's going to be huge for morale and also the expectations for this team. And they definitely haven't given up. The game is still in a very even state for the time being. LeBlanc has decided to go for the Leandries build, so you will have that additional haste, that extra bit of burn, a little bit more in terms of LeBlanc as we move into the mid game. Meanwhile, Alfari continues to sit in a side lane, and we're kind of approaching that point where Odoamne won't be able to hold.
Perks does have teleport. Alfari has joined the action from the bottom side as well, but the Rift Herald charge will get one down. Ace in the hole used there, only catches out Lebrov. Call of the Forge God coming out from Rogue as well. They're looking for Lebrov, who will flash away. Final Spark, Chaos Storm. The damage on Kazi is absolutely absurd. Now the TP's come in from Vitality. Alfari's looking for the damage onto Odo. Perks knows he's under control. War pops the sweeper as well, just in case. Who will face check? No one. Perks teleported in, was able to save his AD carry and his support, but Rogue are unrelenting, continuing to step forward. Alfari under the tower. Malrang dives into the Sky Splitter, and that's 2 towers in the mid lane for Rogue.
Vitality. Perks hitting level 14 there is a very big deal because he has 2 levels over Larssen as we see another skirmish pick off.
Malrang has Stormbringer, can jump away, does it to the Blast Cone. Super Mega Death Rocket will find its mark, but will not find the damage to take down the bear. Odoamne, though, yeah, you lose in a side lane now to Alfari. Lord Doms, end of the line, Odo. And the collateral damage
As well, and you're really seeing these side laners come to fruition, using the power that they have in sides in order to search for these picks and then convert it into an objective.
Lebrov and Alfari team up, push forward here. Larssen backed away from the tower, gave it up, knew that he was at a man disadvantage off towards this top side. We'll say Crown of the Shattered Queen now complete on Lux. On Trimby, means that he is a little bit less susceptible to getting one-shot by a LeBlanc.
You have someone play with you. Vitality back in the day was an organization that actually popularized this with Jizuke and Cabo Shards, where Jizuke would shadow on the rise while looking for a pick, and now the chain has landed, but they're not going to commit.
Final Spark plays out the wave. Alfari looking to put the damage down. Perks actually quite low here. Call of the Forge God is an option for Odo, but not the easiest target to catch. Selfmade going in here for the 1v1. TP immediately from Odo. Chaos Storm going down onto Selfmade. Crescent Guard. Selfmade pops the stopwatch. Super Mega Death Rocket doesn't find it marked. Comp was able to pick up a kill in the red side jungle, and with the ace in the hole coming in, it's a double for Thorn in the side of Alfari. Alfari still hasn't got to back, and he knows if he goes for the TP, he's going to get bound to the spot. Alfari will not be able to join this fight because Trimby stayed at the bottom side. Rogue secure the Rogue base, and Rogue didn't get an inhibitor tower, didn't get any damage down on it. Perks will get an inhibitor tower out of Rogue's Baron buff, and Rogue will only get a tier 2 in the top lane.
Wow, good. I mean, ultimately, a bit of a blunder there from Odoamne. The fact that his ultimate didn't the level of play that we've been seeing from both teams. Kazi, that's all.
What was that? That's Greek sniper level of damage coming out from Comp. Odoamne forced away by Perks, but the Call of the Forge God will find it's just a little bit wide. Chaos Storm not enough. Final Spark dodged away, but Comp and Malrang able to push in the mid lane inhibitor tower. Alfari the one splitting this time. No TP on him though, so they know he's not going to be here soon. And although the Barons expired, Rogue have found what they were looking for off that buff. 2 inhibitor towers, and inhibitor Selfmade diving in has to just back away immediately. Alfari still yet to complete.
That's a lot of damage, chunking Perks out before the fight can really kick off.
Alfari and Perks have been in side lanes a lot of this game. They have farmed,
very soon. And you can see Vitality doing what they can to gain control over this area of the map in this window.
The Jinx with 4 items in his back pocket, so he can do a lot of work, but here comes the Call of the Forge God. Kazi steps forward, gonna hit up 3. Final spark used as well. Ace in the hole will hit self-made. Chunked out Vitality, as you say.
It gives them control over the mid wave, and it basically forces Vitality into an awkward position. Top is pushing, bot is pushing, mid is pushing, and Rogue is now going to start off the Baron. Look at their damage from Larson as well, using the Fog of War beautifully. But now look at this zone control that they can create with the Caitlyn traps, with the Victor W. Things are too difficult for Vitality. This is going to be a Baron for Rogue.
I thought it was going to be a 1v5 in just a moment. Pops the stopwatch, but surrounded by Rogue, shut down by Larson.
They're at a point where they need to do something, otherwise they're just going to lose the game.
That's what Selfmade's trying to do. Jump in, gets onto Larson, but the final spark from Trimby's going to do a lot. GA popped on Selfmade. Maran keeping Lebrov, Perks, and Kazi all at bay. Another kill to Comp as he goes unstoppable. Call of the Forge God will land onto Kazi. He's down as well. Comp continues to take names, shuts down his opposite man, takes down the Nexus turrets, and Rogue, with this win, solidify themselves as the best team in the LEC.
Sure, it's Sargamas, so he plays a lot of and Zillion.
Zillion?
Yeah, Zillion is really good actually, but I'm not sure if the laning phase is gonna be that easy for them, since Aphelios is a bit stronger.
The game, you can see right now, Razok looking to secure the Scuttle Crab. Jankos and Targamas looking to contest.
Targamas with the double bomb. There's the stun. Cap still has flash. Doesn't have flash. Already burned it. Of course, Razok going to flash over the Hillsang. Jankos with the Q3 gets the knock out, but Razok smites the dragon. Will die in the end. Jankos might actually die just to the dragon itself. One more auto would be enough. Hillsang takes it with an assist from our helpful Wyvern in the river. Heal onto Hillsang into the flash. Into the Flame Chompers just short. Hillsang will escape technology to the 4.
Keeping my eyes on Razok right now. He is sitting in fog.
And Caps is going to be met by him. Caps, no way to escape that one. Jankos here. Hillsang coming in with the Predator as well. Broken Blade's worked his way down from the top side, but Wonder is on the flank. And Wonder may be looking for vengeance versus his former team. Jankos with the Crescent Guard. Wonder! Flash! Body slam! Jankos down! Wonder kills. What the wave states are. Fnatic in every lane at the moment are in the advantage.
And I have to say, no, you're not allowed to punish my mid laner. I will be protecting him, and he's just offering that extra bit of value to make sure the Humanoid can play as aggressively. I think right now, G2 will probably avoid it.
I think Caps won't be able to, because Hillsang's here with the quickness. Caps does have the flash to try and get away, doesn't use it, charmed up, but the Chrono Shift will bring him back, and Caps walks right into the midst of the fight, kills off Humanoid. Razok now on the wrong side of dodge. He's exhausted, knocked up double for Caps. Bouncing 200 gold. They will lose their second dragon of the game, though. Fnatic able to secure that for themselves. And you saw Upset trying to just push in the bottom lane to keep Flacket and Targamas underneath their tower. G2 reset timers.
If we could have a quick look top lane, observers, have a look at how this tower's... Yeah, I figured as much. Broken Blade has been putting a lot of pressure onto Wonder. We haven't really paid much attention to the top lane. They have been involving themselves, of course. They could take the top tower if they wanted to, but it seems they're not going to spend it for now, which means that G2, of course, making that cross-map play. A strong late game composition. They know that they will continue to scale. So the priority should just be that. For now, Fnatic, though, don't want to slow down.
Broken Blade kick back, should be able to get underneath the tower, has the World Ender, the ultimate, but doesn't have flash, remember. Targamas here with the Chrono Shift, Rift Host going to charge in. Remember, Caps, no TP on the Victor, so isn't able to instantaneously respond to any fight like this, but he can find a flank. As the Ghost as an option. Humanoid will spot out Caps. Damage coming down. Caps flashes away from the grand entrance. TP coming in now as Broken Blade looks to join the fray. G2 not there in time. Flacket getting time warp, trying to get into the fight. Let's do the time warp against this Targamas as he continues to speed up Flacket. Get excited in the heel. There's the speed for Broken Blade to chase on Hillsang. Razok has to
swing the game back into their favor. Of course, the gold gap still at a slight deficit, but they'll secure another tower. And they show Fnatic that their team fighting is...
You know, we talk about Cloud Soul, and you see it on Twitter, and you see it on Reddit, an undervalued soul, not as... We'll just tentatively force a Baron, or a team will tentatively force a Baron in this sort of situation to get the TPs out. And in fact, by pushing through the mid lane, they get the TP immediately into the root, into the stun, into the death! That TP sucked, Humanoid! He thought he was safe, but he was not. G2 ready to pounce, and they are willing to keep on fighting. Hillsang and Razok forced down towards the bottom side. 2 quick towers, 2 G2 in the mid lane, and everything, all the machinations, all the plans, all the...
Well, what are they going to do? But remember that TP puts you behind the turret, which means...
Even between the two of them, but Broken Blade steps forward. Wonder could look for an engage here. The barrel back, Broken Blade Used his dash to go forward, couldn't find the engage. Hylissang tries to get onto the backline, but immediately has to pop the stopwatch. What can Humanoid do? Hylissang's burst, but Humanoid needs to get in there before he gets destroyed. A double for Jankos. G2 on the offensive. Razork on the defensive, kicks them away, but they're having none of that today. They continue to chase, to chase, to chase. Wonderforce away. Caps flashing forward against his former team. Caps trying to
living when he shouldn't. He ends up walking away scot-free. They end up turning the fight in their favor, and they end up...
the Baron buff.
They're playing through a single lane right now. It is just 5v5. The poke continues to come out, leveraging that range from Caps and Flack at level 7.
G2 should be able to secure this one pretty easily. And of course, as the game goes on, Targamas becomes...
And it's just full control for G2. Every time Fnatic earlier on was trying to get this deep vision in G2's half of the map.
Fnatic on the Baron, Broken Blade on the flank. Jankos can get in there. It's almost gone. Explosive cast already taken out, but Jankos dives in. Razzle Glow kicks Jankos back into his team. Want to try to flash away. Barrel already used. Fnatic now full on retreat. Can you get out with the Baron? Can you get out with your lives? That's the question. As the Broken Blade, the Darkin Blade slides in. Razzle and Humanoid forced off to the top side. Blackhead gets the Chrono Shift. He doesn't need the life, but he does need the assist from Targamas. As much as Upset can get a single shut down. Blackhead gets 3 and G2 take the fight.
And the carries from G2 come up clutch. Flackhead and Caps wipe Fnatic off the map, and they will look to take down Fnatic in the first bout of the split. G2 versus Fnatic. It is G2 that will come out on top.
What a performance by G2 after being behind for so long. They fought and they fought and they fought and they caught out Fnatic in the final moments. G2 with an impressive win over Fnatic.